Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I don't know if you can see behind me here, but we are stopped at a viewpoint off of Interstate 5, just west of Boardman, Oregon, on the Columbia River. And I just thought this would be a nice spot to take the DJI Air 2S up in the air. So we're going to put it up and throw it over the Columbia. Now it is a little windy. Now UAV forecast is saying 8 mile an hour with 16 mile an hour gusts. Let me tell you, it's all of 8 miles an hour. I think it's a little bit more than that, but I still think we're going to be okay. This guy can handle level 5 wind resistance, and if we get wind warnings, we'll just bring it back down. But this probably won't be a long flight, but we'll take this guy out over the Columbia River and look around a little bit. There's some few interesting things here to see, so let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. Let's start recording now, and I see no reason why we can't take off. Make sure that you can see the drone, and you can. And let's take the drone up. Geozone nearby, we know that. We're not going to be flying above legal height. We're going to take it up about, DJI likes you to take it up about 7 meters. We're close enough there. We'll give it a look. Let's drop that gimbal down. Yaw it around here. So you can see where we're at here. We're just at a rest stop, and that's the Interstate right there. So, so I'm going to drop it down here just a little. And bring the drone kind of in front of us. And it's seeing all the obstacles here. So we're going to drop that camera down. And we're going to do our usual droney here. So reverse and up now, reverse and up. And we're just in normal mode. Yeah, I probably had that a little too low. And you can see the interstate there. So we don't need to go much higher than that to see what you want to see. And there's railroad tracks, and then you're going to see the Columbia River. Let's bring it up. Let's take it up a little higher. So that's good. Let me pick that camera up just a little and center us up. But so what you can see is this isn't exactly a rest area. It is just a viewpoint for people to stop and look at the river. Pretty cool that they provided it. And we're going to turn around here and get you a look. And we're looking due west. So the Columbia River heads west towards the Pacific Ocean. So let's go full stick forward this ways a little bit. Maybe grab a little more altitude. And get you a look at the mighty Columbia. And what you're going to also see here, you don't need to go any further than that. We're going to make a slow turn around here and get you a look at the other side. That would be the north side of the river. We're on the south side. And what you're going to see is that is Washington State on that side. And you're going to see another set of railroad tracks going that direction. And it looks like we got some farming activity over there. What that is, I can't precisely tell you. Yeah, and you know, like I said, it's pretty darn windy, but we're not getting any kind of errors with regard to with regard to the drone. That'll tell you how far the other side of the river is. So let's just head, I'm heading straight to the other side, and I'm going to drop the camera down as we go, and we're over 1 kilometer, and we're you know, so this is a big old wide river. And I guess I'm a little bit offset. So that's those other railroad tracks. You can see they carved them right into the side there. And by the way, I am quite sure that is a vineyard over there. So we're in wine country. So this is definitely a vineyard right on the Columbia River. Yeah, I couldn't tell from this side, but we certainly can now. So let's turn around and let's face directly back to us, and this will be facing south, and that is not direct, but pretty close. And so this river is about 1 kilometer wide. So that says something, doesn't it? And you can see those windmills off in the distance there, power generating wind turbines. And there's plenty of wind here, although like I said, this drone is it's handling it just fine. Let's go down here a little ways and take a look. So like I said, tons of rail traffic, because what the Columbia River is you just have to think of it as a super highway. A lot of agricultural products go down the Columbia River on barges, and that's how it gets to the port of Portland, and you know, they export stuff overseas, etc. I thought we'd take a look and see what this little island is, or not island, this little peninsula is over here. So we'll go over the top of this and take a look. Looks like there's a driveway down there, and there's folks parked down there. Boy, looks like you can put a boat in there. That's what that is. That's a boat ramp, and you can, yeah, you can put your boat in and go out on the Columbia. That's pretty cool, isn't it? A little park. And that again is on the Washington side of the river. So I don't want to go over the top of anybody. So we are going to turn around and go back out over the river. And that's the little town of Arlington off in the distance there. And so we're just west of that. And we're going to turn around and come right back towards us here. So we're facing due south right now. And you can see there's plenty of wind generation here. And like I said, there's plenty of wind. I'm going to bring this baby back towards us a little here. Yeah, we're getting a wind warning, so discretion is the better part of valor. Let's bring her on home. But we're still traveling at 13 meters per second, so yeah, getting that wind warning. We can bring it down a little bit, but I don't think that's going to help us much. And you can see a train going by. Let's head this baby back to home. And it keeps buzzing there, giving me that wind warning. Yeah, now we're out of it, and we're back in the the caution zone there. So, but we're only 33 meters high, so we're in good shape. Give you a chance to look at that train going by. And those windmills off in the distance, we'll get a look at those here in a second. We'll pick the camera up when we get it closer to us here, and we'll get a look at those. Another little bit of a wind warning again. And you can see right there where where the little pullout is that we're at. That's me picking up the camera. Now, if I was my friend Mike DeCurcio, I would go right down on that train. I'd be following that train. We could drop some altitude here. We'll go the opposite direction of the train. And there's the end of it. And there we are. Let's pick it back up a little bit, grab some more altitude. And there we are at our little viewpoint here. See if we can swing the camera around here. Now what I'd love to do is cross the freeway there, but I don't think there's any way to do that safely, and we'd go take a look at those windmills. Let me pick the camera up so you can get a better look at them, and we'll see if we can get kind of a view of them here. I mean, they're all along here, and as you can imagine, you know, this Columbia River Gorge is it's just a big venturi, right? So there's always high winds here, and it's the perfect spot for those kind of windmills. So it's kind of interesting, when Sarah and I first pulled in here to the to this viewpoint, it was empty, but now we've got a ton of folks coming in here looking around, which is great. It's what it's for. So let's just do a quick overflight here so you guys can get a look at that. And there I am down there. I'm right in the middle there, right in that middle section. Let's pick the camera back up. Kind of give you a look here. Let's do one more quick pan around here and give you another good shot at the Columbia, and then we'll bring this guy home. This is a big river, I'll tell you what. A lot bigger than the Snake River that I'm used to flying at, and that's the little boat ramp that we were looking at earlier. And the Vineyards on the net, again, that's in the state of Washington. That's the Washington side of the Columbia, and I'm standing on the Oregon side. Okay, whoops, didn't mean to yaw that fast. Let's bring this baby around. And then we'll hit a return to home, and let's see if we can get a precision landing. So, return to home right now. And you see it picks the gimbal up and it sends up, I think we had it set at 60 meters. And I am going to kind of stand here and make sure nobody walks in front of us while the drone is landing. Sarah's hiding out in the car. I was kind of hoping to get her on camera here, but not going to happen today. So you're hearing all the noise from the freeway, etc., but that's to be expected. Good place for trucks to pull off here if they need to take a little break. Yeah, and it's giving us that wind warning again, but it's coming down. So I've got the camera pointed straight down. Let's see if it finds the landing pad. And here comes Sarah. You can see Sarah walking along the pavement there. She's coming this way. We might get her on camera yet. So I'll cancel if it doesn't look like it's going to find that pad. I don't want it to hit the concrete there. It's going to be pretty darn close. Yeah, it's going to be okay. Yeah, I'm just going to let it land. So it missed the pad, but more importantly, it missed the little concrete barrier there. So let me turn off recording. Let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with that flight. You know, I knew there was some agriculture across the other side of the Columbia, but I didn't know what it was, but it was vineyards, so a lot of winemaking goes on in this territory. But then the size of the Columbia, you kind of got an idea. It's a kilometer across. It's a pretty big river, and it's a big highway for all the agricultural products going west, going to the port of Portland, getting exported or whatever, going up and down the I-5 corridor. I think I called the freeway here I-5 earlier when I was talking. This is Interstate 84. It is an east-west interstate. I don't know what I was thinking there, but yeah, you got to see some of the wind turbines here that are in the Columbia River corridor. Lots of wind here. Like I said, UAV forecast said 8 miles an hour. It's way more than that. So, but this was the perfect drone for it. It handled it just fine. Had no issues with the Air 2S. Even though we got some wind warnings, it was still traveling back to us against the wind at 13 meters per second. So it was doing just great. I just like the way DJI. This is just the perfect drone for this kind of stuff. It's powerful enough that it can deal with that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just hope you guys enjoyed the little flight. I had a lot of fun doing it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. But moreover, I really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And yeah, of course, we'll see you on the next one. The DJI Air 2S, just tons of fun. See you guys later. Bye now. I did great.
Honey, there was a lot of people.
Yeah, I noticed.
You see the girl walking on the levee thing?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What the hell? Is she trying to be famous or something?
I don't know.
And she fell. Her daughter, it was just her and her daughter. Look
Yeah.
at how warped that is.
Yeah, it got wet over at your cousin's house, honey. I'm sorry.
You need a new one?
Well, that one seems to be doing okay. I'll get a new one eventually.
Because Ron has a good one.
Ron has a bunch of good ones.